Full strength, apart perhaps from Shunsuke Nakamura, who's not featuring. He's preparing for the World Cup with Japan, and Roy Keane will be starting this match in green and white, but expected to change to red and black for the second half. Just checking the Manchester United formation first, Frank.
Yeah, so I think that the big surprise is Pique playing in midfield, but that's it. That position is the one that Manchester United are trying to fill. Obviously, since Roy Keane's departure, Ryan Giggs has been extremely effective in that position since he went in there. But they need a combative midfield player. Pique is that, but he's only a young player. He's only just turning 19, but he's got a nice touch on the ball. And I think that they're probably having a look over these next few months and into next season. If they don't find somebody to replace Roy Keane or John O'Shea in that midfield position, Pique could be the man.
And the Celtic formation, a very familiar one. No surprises there. Petrov may push for it, double central area. Sean Maloney could push forward.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see whether they push on to Roy Keane and try and stop it from starting the moves. Obviously, Neil Lennon, similar sort of player, keeps the ball, keeps it nice and simple. And I think with the competitive edge, it will be interesting to see how Hartson and Zurawski come up against the two United centre-halves.
So an extensive list of substitutes there. You see Gary Neville will come on. Roy Keane listed as a man as substitute. Paul Scholes and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, very welcome. Whereas the two youngsters there, Fraser Campbell and Kevin Lee. For Celtic, familiar list of subs. And Bubble Baldy is back after missing several matches with a stomach injury. Rocco Quinn and Charlie Mulgrew with a little man Dundee United could also feature. So Roy Keane in the unfamiliar situation of shaking hands with his opposing captain Ryan Giggs, with whom he played for so many distinguished years here at Old Trafford. Yeah, Celtic huddle and some very relaxed faces in there too. I wonder just what's being said by Roy Keane at the moment. Sir Alex Ferguson in very relaxed mood, no doubt about that. Kind of occasion he can enjoy.
Manchester United number 2, Gary Neville.
Referee Mark Halsey, I think, setting the tone there, is telling the players just how he intends to go about things this evening. A little bit of licence normally from the officials in these matches, Frank.
Yeah, of course, as long as there's nothing silly, but at the same time we're still expected to have a real go here. And you were just saying there, Sir Alex being relaxed. I remember Aberdeen coming here from Martin Buchan's testimonial in a pre-season match, and we were winning 2-0 at half-time. You could almost hear the screaming from the dressing room to get out there and put on a performance in the second half, and they did come back, and the game ended up 2-2.
Well, we were wondering about Pique playing in the midfield position. He is not starting there. Rio Ferdinand is going to start in midfield, which is very interesting indeed. I suspect he may play a brisk 45 minutes in World Cup preparation, Frank.
Yeah, and Ferdinand has played there before. They've used him in League Cup matches to play in that position. And there's no doubt about it, he has the ability to actually get on the ball, and it's just getting used to playing in that position. He can play the ball, as you just saw there, for our first time, but it's getting to terms with the, closing people down. I think it was the Wolves game in the FA Cup this year. That was the match that he played in.
So a very interesting switch tactically. Pique, in fact, starting at right back. Vidic and Brown at centre back. Evra at left back. The clearance there by Howard. This is Louis Saha, and the first touch for Giuseppe Rossi. Paul Telfer's been here many times before in his time with Coventry and Southampton. Richardson's pass collected now by Giggs. This stadium packed full of international footballers for this match. There's one of them, Patrice Evra, with the ambitious long-range effort, which doesn't trouble after Boruc.
Yeah, this player, Evra, he hasn't really played enough games to really make an assessment. I've got a feeling that he could be a wide left player in the midfield rather than a left back. He's very, very quick. Obviously still coming to terms a little bit with the pace of the Premiership, but I just think that it looks like he's got the ability to go on the outside of people and get decent crosses in.
Slipped by Boruc, but the goal kick reaches Petrov. Here's Telfer, closed down rapidly by Richardson. This is Zurawski. And now Keane. Zurawski tackled well in midfield there by Ferdinand. And Stephen McManus goes to retrieve, and one of the players who did not go to Japan with Scotland for the Kirin Cup, so that he could play in this function again on Thursday night against Newcastle United. The Alan Shearer testimonial. David Marshall is on the bench. He is in that category. So too is Sean Maloney, who's in possession. And now it's Roy Keane. Now Saha. Chance to run it. Varga. That's good play. Giuseppe Rossi waits in the middle with Ronaldo. Tester there for after Boruc from Saha. Hartson takes over from Wilson. This is Maloney. Well, there's certainly no suggestion that this is other than a normal football match, Frank.
No, the pace is good, and of course the atmosphere has created that. We'll just wait and see, just as we get around the penalty area, see the tackles coming in there, which is, I think that's what people want to see. I don't want to see people posing around and just looking to lay the ball off square. They want to see some progressive football and attacking football, and obviously goals as well would be nice. But I've been in a lot of these games where it's 0-0, Jock.
Let's hope that's not the case here, but the players not prefer playing normal football though, Frank, and not exhibition stuff.
No, I think the pace of the game, nobody's having time on the ball to try and pick out, what are passes that look good.
Here's Richardson sprinting away there from Telfer. A very good ball across. No one in position to attack that. Saha was outside the penalty area when that ball came in. That's Ronaldo. Nimble footwork demonstrated once again.
Yes, he could be a star of the World Cup this year. He plays a different role, I think, for Portugal. Very exciting player on the ball, but sometimes can be frustrating when he doesn't release the ball early enough, but very, very talented.
Sean Maloney using Keane's presence behind. Sharp interception there by Ferdinand in midfield, and Giggs spotted Boruc up his line. Went for the spectacular finish.
And it is World Cup here.
Sadly, once again, Ryan Giggs will not be involved. That's a real tragedy in his entire career so far, and no World Cups.
Yeah, much is the pity. I think the Welsh team in 3-4 years ago, possibly the strongest they've had since '58. They just didn't make it.
Vidic brings it clear. That's for Rossi, who's challenged strongly by Varga. Varga's status with the club in question for next season. Expected to leave. West Brown's header. This is Evra. Richardson turning into Lennon rather. And hustled into trouble there on the touchline. Another strike in the technical area. No suggestion that he's prepared to relax on the bench. Good running again by Giggs. Magnificent movement from Giggs. That's Rossi beaten to the ball by McManus. Well, the big debate really is where Ryan Giggs is most effective now, Frank.
Yeah, well, the little glimpse of turning the clock back there from years ago. Neil Lennon wasn't quite sure where he was going. And this is almost a fantastic ball, but still be producing stuff like that in this latter half of the season.
That's Ronaldo. Well, you had a very good strike in the ball, Ronaldo, with both feet.
Yeah, nobody coming out to close him down, and he doesn't need prompting to have a shot. It wasn't quite as hard as he can hit it, but you have to be aware of that.
That's one for Zurawski to chase. Wes Brown quick enough though to get there well ahead of the Polish international striker. Here's Tim Howard, who's reckoned to be on his way to Everton for a season's loan, while Edwin van der Sar holds the #1 jersey here. This is Ferdinand. Rossi's layoff. Now Ronaldo. Space over on the far side for Evra. Petrov is sucked inside into that central midfield area, giving space on the far side for Manchester United. Now Giggs. That's for Rossi. Brilliant save by Boruc. But what a reminder there is Stephen McManus of the quality of strikers at this level.
Oh, this is a fantastic cross in. What a good movement by Rossi ahead of the defender. That is a fantastic save. He couldn't have seen that 4 yards away. Fantastic.
Rossi so close to scoring. He's only made 5 starts in the senior team for Manchester United. 7 appearances from the bench. He scored 4 goals so far. Now Richardson. United exploiting space on their left-hand side. May well be that Gordon Strachan has to address that before long, with Petrov always inclining to come into the centre of midfield to join Keane and Lennon. Maloney to Hartson. That's good play. Pass from Keane was an excellent one. Short and accurate for Hartson. This is Mark Wilson. Keane again supporting all the players in possession. Does that so well. Petrov's dummy. Good movement. And Vidic and Brown closed in very effectively there. They were quick in the turn, the centre-backs.
Yeah, good partner from Keane there, wasn't it? Good work, good running off the ball. Just didn't squeeze through the 2 defenders there.
In fairness to Ferdinand, he looks extremely comfortable in that centre midfield position. Vidic across, there to Evra. Varga's pass collected in midfield by Lennon. Maloney allowed their return. Wilson always keen to charge forward on the left-hand side. Running at Pique. Zurawski. Petrov. Another ricochet. Falls kindly for Tim Howard. Good sharp play around the box so from Celtic. Referee Halsey cuts that off, and Hartson takes advantage. Here's Petrov. Good handling by Howard. Roy Keane was the player looking for the rebound.
That's a long way out. He's fancy his chances. Petrov didn't quite catch it. And they just crept past the post. Goalkeeper wasn't sure.
Petrov has asked for a transfer from Celtic, the longest serving player, joined the club in 1999, captain of Bulgaria, and a player I think who could certainly grace the Premiership. McManus goes for distance, looking for Hartson. It's good play. Now Maloney. Lennon supporting from midfield with Keane. Telfer trying to offer an option on the far touchline. Celtic happy to retain possession here. String some passes together, settle into the match. Mark Wilson, £500,000 signing the January window from Dundee United, and he has been a huge success so far, despite playing what most people think is the wrong side of the pitch on the left, where he's naturally a right-sided player. This is Giggs and now Evra. Richardson under pressure there from Petrov. Advantage given. Evra in possession. Now Richardson. Awesome, lovely turn there by Rossi. Oh, he skipped away there from McManus once again. Looks very sharp with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, he's very, very good. He's got great feet, good movement. He'd no real right to win this ball. Let it run across him. Just a little bit unlucky. He came back off the defender onto his knee, but I think this boy's got real potential. And I think we may see a lot more of him next season, particularly the situation with Van Nistelrooy is clarified in these next couple of months.
Giggs held up by Petrov. Hartson battling hard there with Vidic. Pique's pass. Here's Ferdinand. Good control shown there by Patrice Evra. Saha goes ahead. Keane and Lennon in the centre of the field again for Celtic. This is Maloney hugging that left touchline. Supported the outside now by Wilson. Misunderstanding there with Zurawski. Rossi. We've got a run there from Louis Saha, but Paul Telfer read that well for Celtic.
Well, for a second they had 4v3. They just waited a couple more seconds. Could have made the extra man count, but decided to try and play the hard one. Through to the goalkeeper.
Maloney drifting inside to get him more involved in the play. Intricate passing in the middle of the field there. A good challenge made by Vidic, and now Ferdinand has possession for United. Pique. Well, the pace has dropped a little from the hectic start to the match. Both sides content to knock passes around the field in deep positions. I suspect that both managers may be less than happy about that. Now it's with Evra. Saha. Good support from Evra. Evra once again taking the pass from Giggs. Appears to be a problem out there for Celtic, the way United find so much space on the left. Move breaks down though.
Well, I think the way they play normally, United, is, you know, slow build up, slow, and then all of a sudden they hit you with pace in that final third. And the two centre-backs have to be very, very concentrated on what's happening, on the people around them and the movement, people coming through. And that's the normal way Man United play, and obviously it's worked very much for them this season, not as much as they would have wanted, but I think sometimes when you play teams on a regular basis, you get to know what things are about, and obviously these two teams don't play each other that often.
Well, yeah, Stephen McManus has had a great first season as a Celtic regular. Well, it's a bit of a surprise he didn't take the chance to make his international debut in Japan. I'm sure he would have done. 23 years old now. Scored 8 times this season. Very good return for a centre-back. Saha to Ferdinand. Wes Brown looking there for Ronaldo, who's been pretty quiet since the start of the match. Just an odd glimpse. Lennon in quickly on Giggs. Good challenge. This is Petrov. Now Hartson. Support comes from Quinn. Maloney now attacking Pique. Foul there coming inside. That's a free kick to Celtic, and a very good opportunity for the set-piece expert Maloney.
Yeah, very positive there. Young Pique is normally plays centre-back for the reserve team, and I think he's just finding it a little bit difficult in the air, especially when people are running at him, but he's still learning the game. Real opportunity, as you say, here for Celtic.
Well, Maloney extremely good in this situation. Good attempt on his goal, and he's done just that. That's a fine save by Howard, and it had to be. Brilliant attempt by Maloney.
Well, he's got it up and over the wall, going in the top corner, and the goalkeeper was scrambling just to get there. Brilliant effort, absolutely.
Now Maloney with a corner. Howard with the punch out. Throw goes to Manchester United. No complaint there from Petrov, who was marking Richardson. Ferdinand's pass, looking for Ronaldo, just a shade too long.
A lot of people have suggested that Ferdinand could actually play for England in that position. We do have plenty of centre-backs, but of course we do have a big choice in midfield. But as a sitting player, and if he needed to slot into that position in the back four, if one of the centre-backs gets thrown out, they know the positions to pick up.
Zurawski's pace taking him clear on the right-hand side. The Celtic attack. It's underway in the end by Wes Brown. Promising attack there from Celtic, but now there's space here for Richardson to exploit on the left. That was a very good tackle by Keane. That made all the difference. Halted the progress of the flying English international, changing a joke and a smile.
Well, it was a decent tackle, wasn't it? You say nobody's pulling out. Well, there's nothing dangerous about the tackle. At the same time, both lads want to win the ball.
Pique's header reaches Ronaldo. He's away from Keane, but not from McManus, who made a very good challenge on him. One which I suspect Ronaldo wouldn't relish too much with the World Cup so imminent.
I don't think you can go into any match thinking like that, Joe, honestly. I think that you've got to go out and say, right, it's a game, you've got to get on with it. It's like any time you go on the pitch, you're thinking of injury, it's going to happen.
Well, he's back on his feet, Ronaldo, not looking too comfortable at the moment, but looks like a knock he can run off. Good challenge by Vidic. Here's Saha. Held up by Wilson. The referee's given the foul against Saha. Saha looks aggrieved. It will change nothing. The free kick goes to Celtic.
Well, initially I thought that Saha's short was being pulled, but in the end he knew what he was doing. He looked on that probably as a tackle from behind.
Now Paul Telfer for Celtic. Well, what an end to his career, joining the club a year ago, winning his championship medal, a regular on the side. Varga's pass, here's Lennon. Petrov and Keane. Now Maloney. Rossi trying to cut off a ball back to Varga. Lennon reacted quickly. This is Maloney against Giggs. Or it's Zurawski now. It's Maloney involved in that incident, and Zurawski making the run ahead, looking for the pass. This is Zurawski. Kept too low there by Telfer, but it's back with Lennon. Still promising for Celtic. Keane calls for the ball in the middle. Fine effort there by Roy Keane. How he'd have enjoyed that in these circumstances.
Not quite his distance, a little bit outside. But I expect Roy to score a goal from, but he was encouraged by the crowd. Good shot. I don't think he was going to beat Howard with that one, but I think he enjoyed it.
Little exchange there with Rio Ferdinand. He's got a winding up a little about that.
Probably said to him he should have had a share.
McManus with the pass back. Well, Tim Howard perhaps matching the shave from after Boruc early on, the save from Rossi, and Howard did that against Maloney. Two excellent saves in the match. Now Ferdinand striding forward purposefully. Pique. Now Ronaldo. Oh, I'm not quite sure what was intended there. It was almost on Zurawski's head. So a slow, measured build-up starts again from United. With Ferdinand. It's cut off easily by Lennon. Now Wes Brown. Giggs comes short. That's for Saha. Support behind from Ronaldo. Well, he is the kind of player you'd want to see in a testimonial match, Ronaldo, with the trickery and skills which he can demonstrate to the full. Ferdinand's pass is a good one. This is Richardson. Well, perhaps not quite so deadly on his right foot coming inside like that. Match the left-sided player.
Yeah, he's not really the threat when he comes in. Decided to have a go at the swinger. Well and truly swung, that was well wide.
Well, might have scored twice in his England debut.
And there is talk of, there is talk of him going, and that he's serious contender for the place in the time. He gives a good option, doesn't he? The England side, which they've had problems for a number of years on the left-hand side. So.
Natural left side, a lot of pace. Keane in there quickly on Ronaldo, and the Pique wins that from Keane. Good turn by Rossi. Caught there by Varga. It's a free kick to United. He's electric, this young man, Rossi.
He is very direct once he gets. Great turn of the ball here. Shrugs off the first defender as he gets past there. Maybe Varga just caught him. Maybe just caught him on the knee. I think he was going to lose the ball anyway. I think it's very generous by the referee.
Not a great deal on that challenge, but it gives Giggs or Richardson or Ronaldo an opportunity here. Referee Halsey has not authorised the free kick yet. I've never seen Roy Keane so relaxed and smiling in a football field. Looks like Giggs. Now Evra against the rebound and takes a crunching tackle there from McManus. Now Pique. Saha. Ferdinand checking the options around, uses Vidic behind. Well, that tackle from Steve McManus is the only kind of tackle he can make, a wholly committed one.
I think if anybody was in doubt that this was a testimonial, that this is it. It tells you I want to win that ball. Friendly or no friendly, I want to win that ball, and I think it's great to see him again like this.
Well, he's had a couple of difficult moments, McManus, from young Rossi, and perhaps he was very keen to establish his credentials there with that challenge.
Well, I think he's going to have to learn very quickly, because it's, you're going to see it next season in the Champions League. You don't get a second chance. But he's learning, and he looks like a very good prospect.
Brilliant pass there by Giggs to Richardson. It says Rossi. Giggs again. Lennon covering back, and the ball runs for the goal kick. Well, Giggs certainly looks very lively too. A lot of pace in this United side.
I think we're at the stage where we could do with a goal, you know, one way or the other, with the tempo a little bit, both sides.
Still enthusiasm around this magnificent stadium, remarkable. In fact, I'm even questioning, Frank, whether the Celtic contingent is as little as 23,000. They seem to be everywhere.
Yes, well, you look at through both ends of the ground, but then you do have a lot of supporters who support both clubs.
Yes, that's a factor in the whole thing, yeah. And they all support Roy Keane, of course. Ronaldo at pace, holding off Maloney, chased by Wilson. They're both very quick too. There we go, there's the war paint in the face, reflecting their respect for the hero. Back with Pique. Evra has seen all of the ball in the early stages of the match, so too is Ferdinand. Vidic looking for Saha, good first touch. Running up a blind alley there though eventually, Celtic had lots of cover in that area. Good play from defence. Hartson forced to hurry by Giggs. Welsh international teammates for so long, until Hartson's retiral. Keane sending Zurawski away. Howard changed his mind, almost caught out there. Well, he seemed to be in charge of the whole situation, however, then checked out for a moment, and that made life difficult. Well, let off in the end for Manchester United, no doubt about that.
He's very fortunate to get away with it. Once the goalkeeper backs up, we've always fancied the forward. And then he realised that he could still get it. He scrambled it away.
There's Rossi stepping away from McManus, but running into Lennon. Vidic was strong there against Hartson. Evra's pass finds Richardson. Ferdinand. With even movement around, not much happening. Evra offers that option on the left, and that'll be a corner kick. The deflection came off Paul Telfer.
Well, it's all very narrow, wasn't it? There wasn't very much space.
Here's Tim Howard's let off.
Yeah, he backs off and then decides that he's going to go for it. And he was very fortunate. Zurawski wasn't onto it quicker, because it would have been an easy chance for him.
Just think how easy it would have been for him. He kept coming the first time. He would have been well ahead of Zurawski.
Yeah, he would have been well clear. The ball would have been well down the other end of the pitch then.
Giggs with the corner, the outswinger. Hartson couldn't get to that. Here's Ronaldo who can return it. It's a good ball in, well won by Varga. Now the counter-attack led here by Maloney. That's for Wilson. Good recovery work by Ronaldo. Well, perhaps feeling a little bit guilty about his cross being cleared so easily. Ryan Giggs in possession again. He's made 669 appearances for Manchester United. He scored 154 goals. Ryan Giggs, incredible servant. Still with lots more to offer, I think, Frank.
Yeah, since he's gone in that central midfield position, he's been a revelation this year. Because what he does, what you don't tend to get in most of the leagues, is players running from midfield with the ball. They tend to be central midfield players who can pass it well. They tend to just get it and give it. But when he gets it, he commits midfield players. And I think that's given Manchester United another element to their attacking poise.
Richardson trying an ambitious pass there, but it's cut on well by Telfer. Here's Zurawski. Petrov to Lennon. Very cool play by Varga. Good passing again from Celtic. Keane comes short to take possession again. Lennon to Hartson. Maloney under pressure from Pique. Forced to go back. McManus going for height there. Not likely to get the better of Vidic. Zurawski with that kind of pass. Here's Lennon. And now Keane. The sprinting figure on the far side is Telfer. Goes down rapid by Kieran Richardson. This is Petrov. Keane will start again. Well, Lennon. Zurawski. Maloney held up well there by Pique. Well, Celtic generally finding it hard to make that final pass in the final third of the field.
I think United have so much possession. I think that they're working so hard to make sure they don't give any space away, that when they get the ball, it's very hard for people to go up and support the two front players.
Now United can break. Richardson goes forward. There's Giggs behind, and Pique coming from right back. Back from Ferdinand to Vidic. Careless pass by Vidic, forcing Evra to backtrack. Here's Giggs again. That's for Saha. Cut back met there by Wilson. Moves very well, Saha, into spaces on each side of the centre-backs.
Yeah, he works that very well.
Wayne Rooney in the stand with his girlfriend Pauline. Here's Pique. Well, a little bit of ambition being shown by a number of players in shooting positions around the box in this first half of the match.
I'm just going to say about Saha, he's one of those players. He brings the centre-backs in short and just spins off the shoulder. And if the full-backs are pushed on in any space, he exploits it. I think he's had a super season. I mean, when he's come in the team, he's been really the problem for Van Nistelrooy.
If he takes over from Van Nistelrooy on a sort of permanent basis as the principal striker, how well do you think he can do?
Well, I think that in terms of producing goals, I don't think he'll get as many goals. But in terms of leadership of the front line, and it gives you more aggression. He can hold the ball up better than Ruud, but I don't think he'll get as many goals. But then sometimes you have to do that. You look at your team and you look at other areas to get your goals. And as long as the end result is the same as it was before, well then people will be happy. They won't be looking at him to get as many goals as Van Nistelrooy, because he's exceptional.
With Maloney. And now Lennon. Telfer well forward again. Maloney drifting inside to get involved in the play. Roy Keane is right on the left-hand side of the pitch at the moment. Ahead of Mark Wilson, who could take a pass here. Careless play there by Maloney. Celtic has suffered for that. Saha held up strongly there by McManus. Giggs with a pass, offside against Richardson. Boruc is winning the race anyway, and the referee's allowing play to continue. It's a good advantage. So it could well be that Saha's partner for next season will be Wayne Rooney up front. That would be very interesting to see settling in.
Yeah, well, they did play. They went through that unbeaten run of games. I think it was 8 straight wins, 9 straight wins, and it was very much to the fore in those matches.
Zurawski moving wide, followed there by Brown. Good sharp challenge by Wes Brown.
Yeah, just Wes Brown just waiting. Very patient defender. You know, he's a bit unlucky this season. He got a great run in the team and then ended up getting a slight hamstring injury, which is not normal for him.
Camara coming to punch. Did so very effective. That's a good header by Petrov. It's back with Maloney. Delivery not so good that time. Celtic in possession once again. That's good running again from Telfer. Zurawski's dummy allows Hartson to collect. Has cued the pass for Keane. Ferdinand has Ronaldo, waiting for Pique to overlap him. So Pique's run was in vain. He has to track back now as a strong challenge is made by Lennon on Rossi. Here's Maloney, giving some freedom to move inside. Now Keane. Telfer's all on his own on the far side of the field. He's been allowed to go wide. Wilson attacking from the left. Good interception made by Giggs. Richardson and Saha combining. Richardson's pace is very significant here. He's taken right out of the play on his team McManus. Well, I think in other circumstances that might well be a yellow card.
Yes, he was committed to the tackle. Again, another learning curve for him. You see, he could have just shuffled the player out there instead of trying to win the ball, shuffle him away from the goal and buy a bit of time.
Paul Scholes warming up. Well, it's a real welcome sight for these Manchester United supporters.
Yeah, big surprise on Saturday for him to be even on the substitute bench, because they'd ridden him off for the season. It was an ideal game in the Charlton match. They won 4-0 and they were always on top in that game.
Discussion about the free kick, which Ronaldo looks likely to take. Saha walking in leisurely fashion to join the attack. Spilled there by Boruc, but it came to no harm for Celtic. Hit with great pace, that ball from Ronaldo. Boruc will not be happy with this.
It's a great strike. He really should have held on to it. He saw it all the way. There was no reason why. Just let it hit his chest and didn't hold on to it.
It was cleared by Keane, who turned and glared at him. Nothing changes.
Well, I think he's probably right. I don't think he can argue. If it had been a goal, I think he'd got more than a glare.
A very rare sight on a football pitch to see Roy Keane so frequently. So relaxed, smiling. Well, had no goals, but it certainly has not had any adverse effect on the atmosphere. It really is a carnival. Great pass from Giggs. That was Saha. Rossi playing it wide. Now Richardson. Played such a crucial role last season. Richardson keeping West Bromwich Albion up. Wasn't there this season though. Back at United. A player with a big future, I think, Frank.
Oh, yeah, without doubt. He's getting better at all the games and the more experience he gets. But then again, the opportunities, you have to take them when you get on the pitch and get a chance here. You've got to take them. There isn't 3 or 4 games for you to settle in. You have to produce on the very first appearance.
Maloney's pass here, Zurawski. Petrov. Played in first time there by Wilson, but with no real purpose. On his weaker side there for the cross. Well, not one dissenting voice inside the stadium as they show their appreciation, the crowd, for Roy Keane. That's good play by Ferdinand. Now Richardson has Evra breaking on the left. Richardson, the support from behind. Good dummy by Ferdinand. Giggs switching the play, and it's turned back for the corner by Maloney. An apology offered to his keeper.
Well, it's great disguise this for Giggs. Nobody actually saw that. I never thought he was going for Saha, but just got it wrong. The header back was well read.
Ronaldo's corner kick. Knocked away from the forehead there of McManus. Here's Pique. Mistimed by Saha. Long way out, but he didn't really make contact the way he intended.
No, the conviction wasn't really there. But Pique played a good ball, and Saha would have fancied himself. He's a very, very good header of the ball. Just cut the top of his head. Disappointed. Another one going to the World Cup, of course, with France.
Well, the shot count well in favour of Manchester United. 5 on target, and Celtic's 2. Still would suggest one excellent save apiece. Boruc and Howard. Howard from Maloney, Boruc from Rossi. We're sure to see a lot of changes in the second half, Frank. I wonder what is the impact of Roy Keane changing team?
Well, it's really hard to say. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens. I feel that sometimes when you make that many changes, if the manager makes them at half-time, that's not so bad. But when it's throughout the second half, it takes so long for the players to get into it, it's almost over.
Keane family looking on. Lennon turning it back for Wilson. Keane's giving it straight to Ferdinand. Now Ronaldo can break. Saha wants it played through, but the decoy run is successful, allowing Richardson to come in from the left. Very tight angle there in the end for Ryan Giggs on his right foot, and Richardson's frustration is obvious.
Yeah, the first touch was poor, and then he slipped in the end. Very fortunate to even get to a red shirt. But Richardson really taking the first touch on, it would have been in, and just the goalkeeper to beat.
So I like not looking quite so relaxed there, perhaps not entirely happy with the football on offer. And Gordon Strachan too has got some words of advice for his players. Not happy either.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a lull in the play, haven't we? There's not been really that conviction that we maybe saw in the first 10 to 15 minutes. They're just lacking a goal. I think that's what it is.
Would it be normal too, Frank, for some of these players to know they'll play one half only?
Yeah, I think so. The manager will have told everybody what's happening, and you know, there'll be certain players, obviously ones who are not going to be involved in the World Cup. They may play longer, but I would think that most of the guys who've got international commitments will be taken off.
That's Evra playing it inside. It's intercepted well by Lennon. That'll be kept in play, I think. Evra and Giggs, both very quick players. Both would have made it, I think. A punch by Boruc. That looked like one he could have caught. Good headed layoff there by Zurawski. Keane to Hartson. Poor ball by the Welsh international. Now it's Ronaldo. Testing the pace of Wilson. Seldom found lacking, in fairness to the Celtic fullback. Now Ferdinand. Richardson. Vidic playing it in. It's won by Varga. Now Keane. Just a couple of minutes remaining of the first half in Celtic colours for Roy Keane. And a bit of careless play there, giving possession back to Manchester United. Pique and Ferdinand. The urgency has dropped out of the play towards half-time.
Yeah, just I suppose it's a natural thing, and that's where it becomes a little bit boring for the supporters, because once the edge is not there, you know, they're not going to really try to create anything. Everything is just going to be easy, and no pressure passes are made.
Lennon going forward, he has the option ahead of Zurawski. Zurawski will be a key man for Poland in the World Cup. With Boruc. There's Hartson. Space on the left for Maloney. That was good play by Maloney. Clearly fell. Surely, no, the referee hasn't given that. Well, he appeared to be bundled over by Pique.
Yeah, my first feeling that he'd done him. He got him on the back foot, held him off with his arm. I thought it was a free kick.
Clear foul. Can't believe he didn't give that.
They are playing away. They're the ones you get at home.
Well, you want to strike him. Taking it seriously, all right. The final minute of the 45. There's no time added on here. It looks as though Roy Keane's half in Celtic colours will end all even. Sir Alex Ferguson is saying he would be in the winning team in the second half before the game. And he will have that opportunity now. It's half-time at Old Trafford. The Roy Keane Testimonial. No goals, but some very good football on display with a half-time score. Manchester United 0, Celtic 0. There are significant changes. Paul Scholes is out there. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is out there. Gary Neville is out. Michael Silvestre. A number of significant changes, and what a welcome for Paul Scholes and for this man Solskjaer. What a tough time he's had, but his standing is so high that he has been given a new contract to stay on longer despite missing over 2 years through injury, Frank.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal comeback, and he was playing in the reserves this season and was doing very, very well, and unfortunately ended up getting his jaw cracked in a collision, I think, with Hugo Ekiog in the reserves against Middlesbrough, right out of the blue. But the real fact of it was that he came back very, very quickly. He's back, played in the first team Saturday, but I think it was nearly 18 months to 2 years out, a reconstruction on his knee. He's been given the 2 years, and I think also they're looking at him to being a coach here in the future.
Ian Dublin out there, so too Stephen Pearson and Alan Thompson for Celtic. So the changes all being wrong this evening. Gordon Strachan has shuffled his pack for the second half. And we'll just run through the teams in just a moment here to give you a clue what's happening. Trouble with testimonials, they change the personnel so frequently. It won't end here either. So Mark Halsey has checked watch, and Celtic have the second half underway. And let's just do a quick check on the United side. The back four is now Neville, Vidic, Brown and Silvestre. Across the middle it is Solskjaer, Keane, Scholes and Richardson. And it's Giggs and Ronaldo who appear to be playing up front. There's Alan Thompson on the left hand side of the Celtic midfield now. Capable of a very good shot to that sort of range. It's going to ricochet to Petrov. This is Lennon. Celtic back four unchanged, I can tell you. That's for Dublin. Former Manchester United striker, he'll love to score there.
This is a lovely ball, beautiful little chip over the top. He's just stretching. I think maybe 5 years ago they got that one down. But lovely play from Celtic, and the edge is back at the beginning of this second half.
Now 37 years old, Dion Dublin. As Richardson, he's held up there by McManus. Richardson again. Outside him is Giggs. Measured ball across the face of goal, and no taker for Manchester United. Excellent ball across the face of the 6-yard box.
Yeah, Richardson just slips the ball here, and I think he was expecting Solskjaer to come in on that back post. He didn't quite get there in time and just ran away from him. I think Ryan Giggs disappointed with his delivery as well.
So the Celtic back four is unchanged. That's Telfer, Varga, McManus and Wilson. Across the middle now, Petrov, Lennon, Pearson, and Thompson. Front two, Zurawski and Dublin. The players off. Maloney is off, Hartson's off, and of course Keane has switched sides. Here's Zurawski against Vidic. That's for Pearson. Well, Dublin and Petrov were in the middle for the cross. Disappointing ball that from Pearson.
Yeah, this is a good break. You just need to keep his composure a little bit more. He had more time than he thought. He could have made it come inside. Scholes was stretching to try and get there.
Well, the Manchester United clock turned back in central midfield with Scholes partnering Keane. Vidic to Brown. Interesting to see which is the first Celtic player to make a tackle in Roy Keane. Neville's pass. Now Pique is off for Manchester United, so too is Patrice Evra. And Giuseppe Rossi has also been replaced, so has Louis Saha. That's for Zurawski's run, the pass from Thompson. Vidic following, has a good ball inside. And Mark Wilson very well robbed there by Keane. Calm piece of defending. And he enjoyed that all right. Sorting out the young buck here from Celtic.
Yeah, he did, and as he went past the Celtic supporters, he just put his hands up. So what else could I do?
Played forward again by Keane. It's Neville. Solskjaer. Neville again. Ronaldo. Fine block. He's back with Scholes. Well, a sharper ball Scholes. I think we'll have had a target.
This is a fine save from Boruc. Ronaldo's first touch is good. He gives everything to it. That was going in the far corner. Under pressure, Scholes to try and keep the ball down. But this is a fantastic save again. This was out, went into the far corner. Strong hands, knocked it away.
Neville lets that run. So Rio Ferdinand also is a player who has departed the scene. Thinking no doubt about World Cup preparation. Gary Neville getting a half a game. Rio Ferdinand getting half a game. Here's Brown now, Silvestre. Rather obvious, it's well won by Petrov. That's a good ball across too. Not attacked well enough inside the box by any Celtic striker. Brown now to Scholes. Here's Ronaldo. Allowed that to run past him to Telfer. McManus now has Lennon available ahead. attendance here, 69,591, which is the largest ever attendance for a testimonial match. It's quite incredible, Frank.
Well, it is incredible, but you just think about the history of these two teams and how they love their heroes, and they do come and support the players that are real legends to all these supporters.
Back here from Zurawski for Thompson. The block was made by Keane. Tidying up work completed by Vidic. Good interception by Lennon. Bit of luck there, might have reached Pearson.
There's a bit more pace about the second half, isn't there? That obviously both managers says, come on, we need to up the tempo. People have paid decent money to come and watch.
I think the fresh players helped too, Frank, just to come on there at half-time. You made the point in the first half that if you come on at this stage, you've got a decent run at the game, whereas if you come on after 78 minutes, it's more difficult.
Yeah, well, it's almost over by the time you just get warmed up, but you do like that edge with the game, because you find then that you're into it, your concentration is there, and both teams have started fast as well.
Boruc had to hurry the clearance. Ronaldo was closing him down. Interesting front pairing that for Manchester United now, Ronaldo and Giggs. They do have strength and depth, though, don't they, right throughout that squad.
It's also the fact that the midfield forward players, the likes of Giggs, very adaptable. He can play in almost any position. I'm sure if you ask Giggs to play left back, he could do it.
Yep, genuine footballer. Yep, the layoff from Petrov, picked up by Lennon. This is Thompson. Pearson shows ahead. That's good passing from Celtic. Mark Wilson now with Thompson. It's a rather quiet season at Celtic this year. Not too many first team starts. Petrov wide for Telfer. Held up by Richardson. Strong defending there by Neville against Zurawski. Faced each other in World Cup qualifiers against Poland. Now it's Scholes. United fans very happy, I'm sure, to see Scholes and Solskjaer featuring in a match like this. McManus with a pass back. Good play by Scholes and by Keane. This is Neville. Ronaldo again coming short. Well, that's a feature now of the forward play from Manchester United. The two front men tend to want to come short. That's wasted by Richardson. No out-and-out natural finisher, striker.
No, I think that's the thing about it. I give these players, if you look at Ferdinand in the first half in the position in midfield, but just give them a little taste of what it's like of playing different positions. It kind of broadens your horizons, and obviously you have to receive the ball in different situations. Obviously the further forward, the tougher it is.
Alan Smith still injured. Manchester United midfield player. Well, disappointing for him, obviously. Brian Keller, former Fulham Ireland manager, in the stand taking notes. The huge figure here of Arthur Boruc wants to play with that miniature ball. I don't think Roy Keane sees the funny side of that too much. 12.5 years of outstanding service to Manchester United from Roy Keane. Remarkable statistics too. Played 479 competitive matches, scored 51 goals, 17 trophies, including 7 League Championships and 4 FA Cups. Chance here for Giggs. That's through for Ronaldo. He's onside. Chance here for United. 1-0 to Manchester United. Ronaldo the scorer.
What a pass this is from Ryan Giggs. Outside of his left foot. Spinning ball. Ronaldo timed his run to perfection. Beautiful touch. The left back's keeping him onside. Offside. Centre back. Through the goalkeeper's legs. And what a ball that is. First touch takes it there. Second one's in the net.
That's deadly finishing this by the Portuguese striker. Or winger rather. But what a fine job he did there. appreciation shown by Roy Keane. Well, indication from Ronaldo, who may well be a real star in the World Cup coming up. But the pass from Giggs was truly outstanding.
Well, he's a world-class performer, Ryan Giggs. And if there's any kids want to look at a role model, he is the one all the way through his career. Great attitude and played wherever he was asked. But a fantastic football.
Chance there for Dublin, getting up there against Vidic. Appreciating the delivery there. Real effervescent character here in Dublin. Still with great enthusiasm for the game. So Roy Giggs with the pass, Ronaldo with the finish. Well, this would have graced any occasion.
Without doubt. It made it easy for the forward, didn't it? Just running in on goal. Lovely, lovely touch.
I enjoyed that. And why not? Well, a marvellous career at Aberdeen, Alex Ferguson, overcoming Celtic and Rangers so frequently. Down goes Wilson, fouled by Scholes. This time, I think that's perhaps the result of being out for so long.
No, he just can't tackle. I'm afraid it isn't anything to do with him being out. Paul Scholes can't tackle. That is the worst part of his game. He's got great attributes, but he's never been able to tackle.
He does get a number of bookings, doesn't it, for that sort of thing? Yeah.
He is.
Big men up in the back as Thompson flights it into the far post. Up goes Dublin. Well, a chance there for Varga, although he's being closed down very rapidly by Vidic and Keane.
Yeah, there's good delivery, good deep delivery. Dublin does well, knocks the ball down. I think Varga was very aware that there could have been a coming together of legs. Obviously he didn't want to get himself injured or anybody else.
Well, the Celtic supporters still enjoying themselves hugely here, despite the fact that teams are go behind, but they're looking to sort that out quickly. Well, Bjorn Dublin lost his bearings there, gave that straight to Solskjaer. Now Scholes, Solskjaer free on the right. Now Silvestre, Keane wants it back. Giggs with the dummy, it was well read by Telfer for Celtic. Brown in a bit of trouble there against Petrov in Dublin. Lennon has possession. Now Thompson. Well, it's a long time in the air, that ball. Telfer was immediately crowded there by Silvestre. Good turn by Petrov. He may well consider himself, Frank, to be in a bit of a shop window tonight, still in Petrov.
Yes, well, considering the bombshell really for Celtic supporters. They have to put a transfer request in. I think the situation now with players, if they're wanting to leave a club, especially a big club like Celtic, I think that the club won't stand in the way, but you have to make sure that they get the right money for them.
That'll be the issue, all right. Usually when they want to go, they go, one way or another. United players working very hard to close people down. They're really showing a lot of energy when they don't have the ball, United. It's making life difficult for Celtic in possession. Good work by Telfer. There's McManus. Good running by Zurawski, and he's unlucky. It came off his back. Now Keane. Here's Giggs. Stepping away from Pearson. A measured pass intended for Ronaldo, and there's a slow one for Varga, colliding I think with his own teammate Stephen McManus. The ball being turned out to allow Varga to recover. Well, he won't require treatment, but he did get a slow one.
It was unfortunate that both players. Obviously if they had left it, I think that Ronaldo would have picked it up.
69,500 people here And here's the challenge which resulted in the damage on Varga. It was his own player who did it. It was Team McManus who caught him, not Ronaldo. McManus again in possession. Given away by McManus, straight to Solskjaer. Neville well forward, that's Keane, now Giggs. Solskjaer under pressure there from Petrov. That's good play by Varga. Petrov trying to release Zurawski on the far side. Vidic is quick enough to get there. That's good play by Vidic. The jury's still out on Vidic, Frank?
Well, I think it's early days. I think he did quite well when he does the simple things. But I think next season there'll be big asks of him, because to actually get a regular place in the team, he's going to have to be very, very consistent. But what happened this year is that Wes Brown got injured, and he came in the team. And I think they were looking short-term on him, but he did so well. I think there's big expectations here next year that they go try and win the league championship back from Chelsea. So there'll be pressure on a lot of players.
Here at Old Trafford for a testimonial.
Thrown across to Neville.
Each and every one of you.
And the Tannoy system announcing the record testimonial crowd.
The attendance this evening is 69,591.
Confirmation there of the attendance for Roy Keane's testimonial. 69,591.
Incredible and amazing support here at the theatre.
Now it's Paul Scholes. Richardson may run through the middle. Ronaldo's onside. So is Richardson. Chance for United again. Well, Keane Richardson, I can tell you, is not happy at all with Ronaldo. He was in great position to take the ball played across goal.
Yeah, as Telfer kept everybody on. He's waiting for the ball. There's only one thing in his mind. I don't think very often he looks up and he's went for sheer power. He's got everything wrong there.
Well, in fairness to him, I think that Richardson may well have been offside if he'd played him in at that point. So that's the return for his shots and goal. Back now with Lennon. There's Wilson. Reaching a stage in the match, I think, in fairness to any player who may come on, it really should be not much later than this, should it?
Well, I think when you get to this stage, to make any changes now would dilute everything. I mean, what you want, and with the crowd and the way they are, I think we've got that situation now that I mentioned to you before, Joe, with the singing, and now that we get the whistles. This is not an anthem that they like here at Old Trafford. But
yeah, that's right, you mentioned that, you predicted that, Frank, they would sing You'll Never Walk Alone, the Celtic supporters, and that would not go down well here, in the Hero of Dreams, the Liverpool anthem.
Well, I was a bit surprised that it took this long for it to come out. But obviously, since Celtic have gone a goal down, maybe that's why.
That's good play, Zurawski and Dublin together. Here's Zurawski with a shooting chance. Didn't really catch that, and Petrov is furious because he was in space on the right-hand side of the box. Well, Zurawski's had a mouthful there from Petrov.
Well, this is probably the best chance they've had. I think he's in here, he could have used the ball again. Decides to have a shot. And it's over the bar. But it's added a little bit of an edge to the game. And that's come from the supporters, which is great.
Well, a friendly atmosphere's changed a little. A little lack of sensitivity perhaps from the Celtic supporters. Here's Pearson. The pass picks out Telfer, who made it a good pass with a good run. He won't run away from Richardson though, that's not likely. Here's Ronaldo, that's a fine ball. Solskjaer playing it forward for Giggs. Ronaldo wants it back. Solskjaer wants a cut back. Taking too long, Ronaldo, to do that, allowing Celtic to regroup in defence. This is Neville, and now Scholes. And Keane goes through, and he doesn't get a penalty. Well, he looked hopefully towards Mark Halsey, the referee. spirit of the game, you think they might have given them one.
Well, I don't think that's right. I don't think it was a penalty anyway. There was a little bit of a nudge there, but I think Roy felt that he'd lost the ball. I think the referee is right, because the teams aren't messing about. They're serious about getting a result here. So why would he do it just for nostalgia? I don't think that's right.
You're quite right. Absolutely right. That's a corner kick to Celtic. Silvestre blocking the cross from Telfer. So 25 minutes of the match remaining. And the set piece to exploit with Alan Thompson's delivery. Varga, Pearson, Dublin, McManus arriving later. There he goes now. Right to the far post it goes. Headed on there as far as Pearson. Here's Thompson again. Better delivery at Dublin! What a save! Van der Sar off on the side of the bar. Here's Dublin again. Oh, he's done well once more. Ball still in play. And this time Van der Sar makes the catch. What an attempt by Dublin, and he looks it under with Van der Sar. Just how do you manage that?
Well, I don't think he knew very much about it. He just stuck his hand up. And I don't think he expected that the ball was going to come to him, and just shoved his hands up as the goalkeeper do to react. And it's gone onto the bar, and he's knocked his hand back.
Wow, what a worry that could be for Holland in the World Cup. Van der Sar.
Yeah, he's the Dutch captain as well, of course.
Forgot to mention his arrival as Ronaldo breaks again, and that's a fine block by Boruc, is it not? No, the referee says no, he's changed his mind. He's given the corner now. It surely was touched there by Boruc.
Yeah, he did get a touch on it. I don't think it was going in anyway, but there's some significant stops tonight.
Back again to Ronaldo from Giggs. Now Scholes. I'll tell you, there's some concern about Van der Sar. He's not a happy individual back there.
No, he doesn't look happy at all.
Hand damage. Well, the ultimate nightmare for an international manager, I think that would be. That's well taken by Boruc. Richardson's cross. He's got a problem with that finger. Well, could you imagine him telling Marco van Basten, sorry about that, he's playing a testimonial at Old Trafford, and come on a second, I've sub, I staved the finger, and I'm out for the first couple of matches. I don't think so.
There's not going to be another World Cup for him, is there?
No, indeed, not at all. 36 years old now. Here's Gary Neville. Well, the celebrations go on. It's been a good season for Celtic. League champions again for the 40th time. Huge margin from Hearts and Rangers. Now it's Varga. Well, he tried to chip that into the path of Petrov. You must give Varga credit for that attempt. Zurawski's header goes astray. It's with Solskjaer. The early ball releases Ronaldo. He needs support in the middle. He's arriving late. Giggs is trying to get there. So is Richardson. Back with Solskjaer. Now Giggs. All they could do was earn the throw. Roy Keane prowling at the edge of the area. Richardson and Giggs. This is Keane. Over on the far side is Neville. Now Keane again. Good passing from Manchester United. This is Scholes. Cut off there by McManus. Scholes wins it back. Well, Lennon going in uncompromising fashion there against Giggs, who really checked out of that. Petrov did well. Here's Thompson. Inside is Pearson. Dublin's ahead, so is Zurawski. Telfer comes from right back. Well won again by Vidic inside the area, got there ahead of Thompson. Bit of space here now for Solskjaer. That's for Giggs. Oh, beautiful first touch. The control was superb. Pass isn't too bad either. Lennon steps in to clear it up for Celtic. Well, the match has kept a decent pace in the second half. Zurawski's offside.
Yeah, I think that's a lot to do with the crowd. You know, they've kept up this rate of chants and different things, and they said we got a little bit more of an edge when they started to sing the song. But I think both managers must have had a word that, you know, come on, we've got to keep this pace up.
Well, Varga talking to Kellis Queiroz is number 2. Maybe some message imparted, I think, to the players, or perhaps some alterations in the squad. Here's Silvestre. Keane's pass just out of reach of Richardson, who was offside. Flag's been acknowledged by referee Halsey, but the game continues. That's good refereeing. Wes Brown's header. Here's Silvestre winning that from Petrov. Now Scholes. Celtic going to make a change. They're going to bring on Charlie Mulgrew. And the offside flag this time is up against Ronaldo. So it's going to be Charlie Mulgrew for Paul Telfer, and I think that will mean Mark Wilson going to right back probably. Charlie Mulgrew having gone to Dundee United on loan this season and made a very good impression at left back there. Dublin did well against Brown. Here's Thompson, and Vidic stood up very well there. Very good judgment shown by Vidic.
Well, he had a spare man there, wasn't it? Zurawski was there. They just got a bit of communication that I could have just slipped him in. He'd been in one-on-one with the goalie.
2 youngsters from Manchester United. Fraser Campbell and Kieran Lee are coming on. Well, that's, I think, enhancing the occasion for the United supporters to see these 2 young men playing in this kind of company. Lennon's pass. Thompson now to Zurawski. Pearson gives it away there rather. No, Petrov retrieves it well. Perhaps Telfer's last involvement in the play this. Yeah, there's activity in the bench. They want to make these changes shortly. This is Telfer lofting it in towards Dublin. That was a good pull down there, but Vidic again standing up well. He is a central defender who likes to stay on his feet, Frank. Doesn't dive into too many things on the ground.
I don't think he's got great pace, so he has to make sure that he jockeys people and puts them into areas that he wants.
This is Ronaldo playing all across the front now. It's free roll coming from the left this time. Here's Keane behind him. Solskjaer's offside. Oh, that's a great bit of striking play that, and fine goalkeeping. It would have come to nothing. The flag was up.
Beautiful pass from Keane. He was offside, but look at his first touch. He's on the turn, and Wallop, if there's one thing this guy does, is get his shots on target.
So Wes Brown is going off. Kieran Lee goes on with Fraser Campbell. Still waiting to see who's coming off. The 4th official's having some trouble with the board there to get numbers up quickly enough.
Well, Campbell certainly is a forward. He scored a lot of goals in the reserves this season, and that's what they've done. They've given them a reward by including them in for this match, and they'll get a little taste of it, which you said earlier.
Charlie Mulgrew too will get a bit of taste of the action here. That's what's happened. He's gone to left back with the Mark Wilson coming to the right. So Kieran Richardson is the United player coming off. And the replacement is Fraser Campbell. So Lee has gone to left back. Silvestre's gone to centre back beside Vidic. So back 4 of Neville, Vidic, Silvestre and Lee. Across the middle now is Campbell on the right, Scholes and Keane in the centre. Solskjaer switched to the left, and still Ronaldo and Giggs up front.
Oh, he's done a lot. He's play players out of position. Not out of position, but give them a little taste of different ones. And like Campbell normally plays a centre forward, but obviously it's a learning process for everybody.
Well, it adds to the interest, I'm sure, for both sets of supporters to see some young players blooded in games like this. There's young Lee. And now Sylvester picking out Campbell on the far side. That's a very good first touch. Neville's return pass just out of play. Now Mulgrew will be hoping that next season he can force his way into the Celtic team on a regular basis at left back. Paul Telfer now approaching his 35th birthday, may not be lasting too long at right back, but Mark Wilson's the obvious replacement, so there will be a vacancy there in the near future. Lennon there by Solskjaer. Campbell challenging against Mulgrew. Clearance by Lennon. That's good play by Petrov. Knew exactly what was happening around him. Dublin's layoff. This is Pearson, the man who should be making those runs in the centre of midfield at pace. Petrov inviting Zurawski to set up again. And this wouldn't have done Zurawski's fitness any harm anyway, this amount of running he's done up front.
Well, it's had to do a lot of running to try and get the ball. I mean, and also when United have had it, they've had to defend as well.
Well, he's played beside Hartson in the first half, who doesn't do a lot of running. And Dublin similarly is not too mobile these days. Here's Ronaldo again, taking the pass from Neville. Campbell's into the middle. Back here with Neville. Now Keane. Campbell's come short, took his eye off the ball there, allowed Lennon to step in. Wilson did well to find Petrov. Wilson now testing the pace of Lee. Well, the young man got to the ball, according to the assistant on this side. Didn't look to me as though he got much of a touch on it before Wilson went down.
He made a good recovery. He didn't look at one time like he was going to get anything. He didn't know too much about it. Very generous decision.
Yep, should have been a free kick, I think. Let's give the young man the break. Here's Campbell now. He's moved into the middle. Well, he's switched Campbell and Ronaldo. Ronaldo's on the flank. Campbell in a more central position. Here's Zurawski. Shooting chance perhaps. Well held by Van der Sar. First involvement he's had since damaging that finger.
Yeah, Zurawski's done well here. Doesn't quite get it, hits it into the ground, takes a bit of the pace off it.
Giggs forward there, but Campbell is back on the right. A bit of a wrestling match there with Mulgrew, and the decision goes United's way.
I thought Campbell may have pulled back here initially. He's done well to get a free kick. Call this referee a homer, I think.
Well, you said it.
Yeah, Mark Halls, he's a Cockney who lives in the northwest. He trains a lot with Bolton.
Well, here's Giggs over the free kick. Roy Keane had a little over 10 minutes left in a United shot. Either way, was a good one there by Mulgrew. Chance here. And this is Ronaldo offside. What counts? Frustration. Delivery there from Solskjaer. The flag was up instantly.
Well, Solskjaer who wasn't off. What's happened? He's become active now. He's in an offside position. Well, he has come back, but he's become active. I think what he's saying is that he can't become active. He can't become a part of the move. I think he was looking at Alex Ferguson there, because I think he said to Alex Ferguson, if I get 2 goals, I can come off. And that's what's happened.
Well, I must say, I thought the assistant was right. This is Keane. Good pass. Giggs with the layoff for Campbell. Good tackle there by Mulgrew on Campbell. This is Petrov now to Varga. Pearson. Wilson in his more familiar position at right back. Well, in his earlier career, he's been a more regular left back at Celtic. That's Keane now to Ronaldo. He's robbed neatly by Lennon. Good play by Zurawski. This is Thompson. Held up by Vidic. And the ball is collected calmly in the end by Van der Sar, who does seem to be quite relaxed about that hand now. There's certainly a few moments of concern after his save from Dublin's header. Giggs. Scholes, always willing to take the ball in a tight situation like that. Now it's Solskjaer on the left. There's Lee outside him. Giving it away. Zurawski collects for Celtic. Here's Wilson. Lennon looks up to see that Zurawski's peeled off there on the left, but he's well challenged by Vidic. I think it's a good match actually for United defence.
Well, he's not pulled out of anything. He's a very aggressive player.
Well beaten here by Pearson though. Chances to Dublin. He's missed it. Well, great play by Pearson. A feature of his play is his running power from midfield, and this time it almost paid off.
Yeah, great body strength there. Picked out the man. The goalkeeper going the wrong way. It's only got to be on the target. Very, very strong by Pearson. Great layback. First time touch, and he's knocked it past the post.
Well, Van der Sar was hopelessly exposed there by that Celtic attack. Here's Roy Keane, and now Ronaldo. Solskjaer back to Lee. That was on Thompson back helping in defence. Here's Zurawski. Mulgrew trying to match him by outside him. Made good headway there, Mulgrew, but it was all in vain. Another of the Celtic youngsters about to come on. Young Rocco Quinn's going to get his opportunity in this wonderful setting. Fraser Campbell. Much too high for Giggs. Exchanging greetings with his captain. So it's Petrov going off and Rocco Quinn going on. Another young man for whom there are high hopes in the Celtic ranks, Rocco Quinn. Petrov has departed, and we may not see him too often in Celtic colours, depending on what happens over the summer. John O'Shea coming on, almost a Celtic player before he came here, but he will now come on. And there's an adjustment made in the middle. And we've got Tony Leak as the fourth official going into the middle. Ronaldo being replaced by O'Shea. Well, Tony Leak is taken over here in the middle with Mark Halsey taking over the fourth official duties. Ronaldo doesn't look entirely happy to come off. He was enjoying himself, I think.
I think the referee thing is, I think he's making his debut next season, I think in the Premiership, so giving him a little taste. I think that's what the announcer said. Just picked up a little bit of it.
Well, he's going to get 6 minutes plus stoppage time. Well, Ronaldo looks pretty happy. There's Dublin's chested pass. Thompson now to Lennon. Now Zurawski. Here's Rocco Quinn. The interception made by O'Shea. Keane to Scholes, who's pushed further forward now with O'Shea in midfield. Roy Keane still something to say, but what are the lines with the referee there? The referee, to the league we understand, has just recently retired, so this is going to be his swan song in the middle.
Maybe he wants share of his testimonial funds, his last game.
Well, it's not a bad way to end your career, I suppose, to kind of 70,000 crowd almost at Old Trafford. Manchester United against Celtic. Here's Quinn. Well, he certainly was intent on having an attempt on goal, Quinn, but couldn't keep that down.
Yeah, it was a bit ambitious. They'll take some shot to beat Van der Sar. A good power on it. The direction wasn't there.
Well, still in Petrov there in the Celtic dugout, the bench, and wonder, will he be there this season in the hoops of Celtic? Could we have seen him for the last time? There's Gordon Strachan making his way back to his seat, having tinkered again with the Celtic formation. Dion Dublin is waving all the Celtic players forward, especially the centre-backs, Varga and McManus, for this free kick. Celtic don't like to lose any game, and they'll be determined to try and do something here. There's McManus getting up well. A long way out. United held a high defensive line there. Keane to O'Shea. This is Scholes. Now Campbell at pace. No one in the middle. It's a very good cut back. What a chance for Scholes.
Maybe it's a little bit early for him. This is normally where you got to see it on the target, but for Paul Scholes, obviously he's a little bit too early back. I think next season, phenomenal striker of the ball.
Yep, can't think of too many others you'd rather have in that position than Scholes normally. Roy Keane at the edge of the area, waiting for a clearance to land his way. Oh, straight back out to him from Giggs. Closed down quickly by Pearson. That's Neville has given it away. Straight to Zurawski. Thompson's pass was good. Here's Quinn. Now Dublin. Resisting that challenge from Keane, which was just a touch half-hearted, I think it's fair to say.
Quite understand it.
Safe catch by Van der Sar, and options to his right. One of them is Campbell. These young players seem to get quicker and quicker, Frank, don't they?
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? That these days they seem to have almost everything.
Heavy pass that from O'Shea. He tried to pick out the run made by Scholes. So lack the necessary control. Well, the crescendo sound building up again in recognition of Roy Keane's legendary status here. With just a couple of minutes remaining for the crowd to show their appreciation of a genuine hero. This is Pearson. Now wide it goes to Alan Thompson. Sylvester's header clear. Here's Lennon. Well, a tired attempt there by Lennon after a very long season. This is Scholes. Young Lee makes progress on the left. On the right is it's Keane picking out the run made by Solskjaer. Turned away. The corner kick's given by the new referee, Tony Leak. Is he true a homer, I wonder? Like it comes to Gary Neville. Another player with a huge record. Manchester United. Over 500 appearances. That's good play by O'Shea. Excellent play by O'Shea. Neville! Cleared off the line by Dublin. He can't believe it. Well, goals are very rare for Neville. He really believed he'd scored there, I think. Scholes again to Neville. Clearance is effective enough from Mulgrew, and now it's Lennon who can tie it up. With Zurawski making another run to the left. Good pass out by Zurawski for Wilson. Time running out for Celtic. They're going to get back on terms here. They certainly should have been two behind a moment ago. Now Thompson. Quinn back there to Pearson. Well, had to snatch at the shot. He had no time to set that up. Well, the captain's armband on Roy Keane for the last time in United colours. Well, the 90 minutes are over. We're into stoppage time. If there's going to be any of that, there isn't going to be much, I don't think. The referee brings the match to an end. Manchester United have won the game. That's not what this is about, though. It's about the appreciation of a real legend for Manchester United in the form of Roy Keane. He takes the acclaim now. So like Ferguson was right, he said he'd be the winning side in the second half, and that's how it's turned out.
Well, you just look at the appreciation by all the supporters and the players. Great respect. And he's had a wonderful career, international level as well. There has been some ups and downs, a lot of controversies. The one thing you can never doubt is his commitment on a football pitch.
66 caps for the Republic of Ireland, losing out in the 2002 World Cup after that clash with Mick McCarthy. With applause all around the stadium, and it's all for one man, Roy Keane. Well, the shots have been exchanged for the most part. Roy Keane will keep both, I've no doubt. So Alex Ferguson is now out there showing his appreciation. It's been a night to remember in the Theatre of Dreams, a night which Roy Keane will never forget. The final score is not matter, was Manchester United 1, Celtic 0.
Yes, a special night for a special player, Roy Keane, in conversation with Sir Alex Ferguson. They parted rather abruptly earlier in the season, and this is closure for Roy Keane to a special career. And Gary Pallister is with us, Craig Burley as well, Gary, one of his former teammates, and he's going to be feeling the emotions tingling at the moment.
Yeah, I'm sure he will be. Interesting to see what he says, but it's been a great night. It's been all in honour of Roy and what he's achieved here over the years. I'm sure he's glad now that he's had this testimonial, because it's a great response from everybody concerned. And
okay, let's hear what he has to say.
I haven't really got too much to say. I would just like to thank first of all the fans for showing up, United fans and Celtic, thank you. I'd like to thank the players. I know it's been a long season and probably this is the last thing they needed, but I do appreciate it. To United and Celtic, thanks very much. That's it really. Hope you've had a great night. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life, and all the best.
It's reckoned it's a match that might have raised as much as £2.5 million tonight, and the good news is that it will be heading for charity, and that's always a good thing to hear on a night like this.
It's going to head, no doubt, to a very good cause, and the biggest testimonial crowd ever in this country, and for a big player, and it's been a fantastic reception for Roy Keane here tonight, and you can see they're just taking it all in. You realise he's had 12 great years here, crowd singing his name. It really has been a fantastic achievement from coming over from Ireland all these years ago. Rob, who would ever thought he'd have the impact in the British game that he has? He's been an absolute talisman, especially for Manchester United.
17 trophies in his time.
It's amazing. And skip it for the team. Skip the team for many of them. The leader on and off the park. As Craig said, a talisman for United over the years, is the heartbeat of the side. He was the manager's voice on the pitch. Just that, it's a word I think we banned about quite too easily at times, about being a legend, but he'll certainly remembered for a lot of years up there with the Bobby Charltons, the Eric Cantonas and the Brian Robsons.
And it's when you can mention him in the same breath as great names like that you realise what he has contributed, Roy Keane, in his career.
Well, I think it was Maradona that said 5 or 6 years ago that he was the best midfielder in the world at that time, and he probably was, to be fair to him, really. When he was at the top of his game, and he's sort of 28, 29, and he's not an emotional guy, or he doesn't really show his emotions in public, but he must be feeling it a bit tonight, Rob. It's been a special night for him. He was on the winning side in the second half, although it didn't really matter, but the second half did pipe up a bit, but he's getting the applause from both sets of fans, and Well, he will be remembered for certain things in his career, like also walking out in the World Cup and having 1 or 2 splats with players, but that's what makes him. You know,
he's a colourful character, Gary, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you saw there, he doesn't like the spotlight. He likes to play football. He likes to go to his family after that. He doesn't. You saw there, he's a man of few words. He doesn't want to be seen to be talking about it or going to any of these glitzy parties or anything like that. He just wanted to play football, and I think that's one of the reasons why Sir Alex loved him so much.
And it would be a shame if this is the last we see him with his boots on, Craig, because he's only 34. Injury may make the decision for him, but he's still got a lot to give.
Well, it would be, but it's his decision to make, and I'm sure people will allow him to do that, and he will factor in certain different factors within that decision. Maybe the travelling, maybe the injuries, maybe he just wants to go out at the top with a championship medal for Celtic. So, you know, he will make that decision.
69,591 for a testimonial, the biggest ever. It's been a glittering evening for one of the real stars of British football. There's only one KO, but he played for both teams tonight in a record-breaking Old Trafford testimonial. Bye for now.